Once you've placed your elevation tag, there are a couple of things you can do to adjust it so that it reads more clearly and so it meets your needs at the moment. So let's go back to our drawing. There's a couple things here. As it comes in automatically, it's going to have the name of it over here. And it depends on whatever I call it. So under elevations, interior in your project browser, I can select the name, I can right click and hit rename, and then this may be the break room elevation or something like that. Okay, and it'll change it over here. Typically on construction plans, this does not show because there's so much going on in plans. You want to keep it as simple as possible and only show the information that's really critical. So to change this, you're going to click on your elevation tag to select it, come up here to edit type, where it says elevation tag half inch circle, you're going to click in there and it's going to pull up an elevation mark item. So you can choose the drop down, and what you want to choose is elevation mark body circle and then detail number. Right now it's showing your detail number plus the view name, so you want it to be just detail number, and then you'll hit OK again, and then it changes it so it gets rid of that name there. The other thing you have is your view line right here. So this you can shift to show what you want in there. So for this one, we just have cabinets. So it can anywhere in front of the cabinets is fine. If we had furniture as well that we wanted to include, if we were doing a presentation elevation, then we could drag this back to include any furniture that's in there. And we'll place some furniture just so you can see what that looks like. So let me make sure that we don't already have some furniture that we've just hidden. Okay, so we've added some furniture, so that's in there now. So now when I click on my elevation and the elevation line comes up, I'm going to move it so that it includes the furniture in here. So now when I open up my break room elevation, it includes the furniture and that can be seen. Okay, so like I said, this is when you're doing a presentation elevation. You should not have furniture included in a construction elevation, but that's how you can adjust what's seen or not seen. So again, if I didn't want that seen, I would just change it and it's going to update it automatically as it goes through. The other thing that you can do is adjusting your somehow my marker got off. So if that happens, I'm just gonna extend this. So this is our fill line, and you can use these to drag it. So I can adjust the size of my hatch and my opening so that works as I go through it with that. And so now that's all updated. If you are doing dimensioning, you will, for the elevation, you will do it on this view. So same thing, you will use your aligned dimension. I can come in here, come to the top of my countertop to the floor to show that it's 3 feet. I can show the width of my cabinets. And again, you can kind of use a string for this and pull that down so all of that is there. I can give information on how far above the floor this is. So all of that you should have dimensioned and you would add it on this view as you go through. Also, this view right here in your elevation is where you're going to change your scale. So down at the bottom, you have your scale. Currently it's in 1/4 inch. You're going to click on this to open up your options. Most elevations are going to be 1/2 inch equals 1 foot for the scale. So I'm going to choose that. You can see that adjusted the size of my text so that it will come in appropriately as I need to. This would also be where you would add any notes that you need, any annotations on the material that's here, and any like the paint color, anything like that would all be shown on this view. Your construction elevations, the intent is to give information to the builder so that they know everything that they need to do as they're working through this. You can also adjust the line weight as you click on here. Sometimes you want to have your edge to be a little bit thicker than the rest of the items. So once I have chosen that outline, I'm going to come, you've got your modify right here. And I am looking for my, okay, so to create a parameter around this, you are going to click on your crop region, and then up here under modify, you'll have a button that says edit crop that comes up. And then what you can do is either move these kind of pink lines, those are what's showing what it is to where you want it, or you can delete them and create a new one. But you do need to make sure you either adjust it or delete them and create new, because otherwise it's going to overlap and give you an error. So then once you've gotten it to the view that you want, you'll hit the check button so that it goes through here. Now I'm going to click on this again, and I'm going to come up in my modify to my line work tool right here and click on this. It's going to open up a line style drop down, and I'm going to choose wide lines, and then I want to click on each line that surrounds this. Okay, so that's going to make it a darker border as it goes through, and then I'll just hit modify to get out of that as it goes through it. All right, so that will give you a cleaner view and kind of update those items as you go through. So all of this, again, is talked about in your book, so you can go back and look at it. We've talked about dimensions, we talked about drawing scales. So in the next video, we will spend some more time talking about adding text leaders to give information like the fact that we're using a tile on there and how to adjust it.